Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moltrap here, coming at you with Game 2 of CatZ versus PainUser. Very exciting first game. Very interesting play. We had PainUser go for mass siege tanks, and CatZ just didn't seem to... well, he was doing a good job of harassing with roaches and what have you, Zerglings running in, that kind of thing. The Ultras, I think, did a good job as well, but he didn't seem to quite counter PainUser's army as well as he could have. I think maybe a little bit more with the infestors might have been a little bit better. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what he could have done a little bit differently, but it just didn't seem like anything that he threw at him really stuck. A couple times he almost took out PainUser's army, but it didn't quite hold. It was not able, and so as a result, PainUser just kept continually shutting down his expansion. Sorry, stop spamming the workers. I don't even spam workers when I'm playing very much, because I'm afraid of accidentally hitting stop on them, which I've done a couple times. Anyway, so this is Metalopolis, a little bit different map. A lot of people apparently agree that this is a very balanced map, so we should see a pretty good game here. Did it one more time. We're seeing him scout pretty early. Both players are going to scout each other pretty early. CatZ is going to see that he's a close position. He's not this close. This is just ridiculously close positions, but it's still pretty close positions for ground attacks. So he's going to have to be a little bit concerned. He was going to try and put down his expansion first, regardless. But what is going on? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to send that drone off and try and build at the third base down here, rather. Chasing off that SCV. SCV is low on hit points. Is he going to escape? Looks like he is going to escape for the moment. So CatZ is going to have to wait until Zerglings come out, kill this engineering bay off, and then he can get his expansion up. And this is what PainUser did in the first game as well, and it was really effective. I mean, it's just so annoying to have... he's got 3 drones out here. I wonder what is he... Is he worried about a rush and he's trying to intercept Marines or something? I'm not sure what these 3 drones are doing. Yeah, maybe that's what he was doing, is just checking to see if there was some kind of a all incoming or SCVs coming off, or Marines or anything. Anyway, very interesting. He's got his Marines on the ramp. I like that, so that they can kill any drone scouts coming up before they see the tech lab. He needs to be a little bit careful. If anything comes in, he's going to have to run up the ramp and... Well, I just right-clicked and it was like they responded to it. And lift the depot there. So engineering bay is finally going to go down. He's got his spawning pool up. He's got good amount of drones going on right now. And now he's going to finally get his expansion up. Look at how late that expansion is. Imagine, I mean, his hatchery would have been complete by now if he'd gotten that hatchery up first. So really major damage going on there. You just get so slowed down as a Zerg. I've been playing mostly Zerg lately, so I can sympathize with that a lot. If something happens and your hatchery gets slowed down, it's really annoying, because then you just don't have the production capabilities that you need. And the second base is really helpful to have a little extra income once you get some drones up. So, anyway, and it looks like PainUser is going to try and expand behind this as well. Whoop, my mouse went off on its own there for a minute. It's going to try and expand behind this as well. 2 barracks. One with a tech lab for upgrades, one with a reactor to put out some Marines. It can get some Marauders out as well. It's smart to have a couple Marauders out, just in case they go for some kind of a roach attack, and you never know what they're going to do. If possible, you want to use your energy on mules instead of trying to ComSat to see what the enemy does. That's something I've actually been working on a little bit more. I used to play random. Well, I still do play random sometimes. I've kind of switched to Zerg only recently. And it's a fine balance between, you know, the mules and the ComSats, because you gotta ComSat sometimes to see what they're doing, what their tech is. But if you can, you know, get away with it, if you can get a scout in some other way, then it's a lot better for you. So scouting is so important in StarCraft 2. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so both players are just kind of building up their infrastructure at this point. Oh, Overlord trying to get a sneak peek at what's going on. Actually didn't see if what he saw there. What did he see? Oops. There we go. Wrong side. Okay, so he saw the expansion going up. He saw the 2 barracks. So he pretty much knows what's going on there at that point. He knows that there's probably more barracks as well, and is going to an expansion build and decides that because PainUser is... I like this move, actually. He knows that PainUser is probably going to go out here and like put down a bunker and try and protect his expansion while it's going up. So he says, okay, he's not going to attack right now. I'm going to put up another base instead of trying to bother with too many more units. And look at this. 3 Zerglings on the map. If PainUser attacked right now, he would slaughter him. He would slaughter CatZ. I mean, there's a possibility CatZ could get out enough Zerglings in time. Depending on how much larva he has. He doesn't even have a ton of larva right now. So he could pretty much own him right now if he attacked. And I think that's why we see a lot of the Korean players putting a little bit more pressure on their opponents as Terran. And here he actually is going to push out, and with a little bit of pressure here. I like this. There's a decent amount of Zerglings out. He needs to get a lot more out right now, though, and this Baneling Nest is going to be a little bit too late. We could see a quick game here if PainUser... No, he's going to turn around and go back. At least he put some pressure on there. Right now, CatZ is thinking, oh my god, I'm going. Oh, he's about to attack, because he just saw that attack come up here. Actually, he might have seen it leave with this Overlord. He might have seen it go the opposite direction, but he might be expecting an attack. He's going to get out some Banelings. That's a very good move to get a couple Banelings. Even if there are a lot of Marauders, you need a couple Banelings to kind of soften things up. And if you can land them on the side of those Marines, it's just huge. A lot of Zerglings, couple Banelings, putting up some Spine Crawlers as well, transferring those drones down there. We're going to see a major battle here pretty soon. He's got all the upgrades, I believe. Stim and does he have combat shields? No. Yes, combat shields kicks in. Is kicked in, and he stims and runs into this battle, trying to run away from those Banelings. Banelings trying to target the Marines. Nice job by CatZ. It looked like he was going to go for the Marauders, and then they were kind of moved that direction, and he ran away and tried to go for that instead. Anyway, drones having to run away. I don't know if CatZ can stop this right now. He needs to get a bunch of Speedlings out immediately. He's got 26 Speedlings in production. Here they come from both sides, coming with Speedlings and drones. It looks like he might hold this off. Another 16 Zerglings are still in production, and they're going to come out, and he's just kiting like crazy against these Zerglings. Finally, he gets surrounded. That attack is going to go down, but he lost a lot of drones there. Look at that. Actually, it still has 37 drones to 31 SCVs. Not too horrible. Let's go to the units lost tab. Yeah, CatZ has lost actually the same amount of resources, more units, but there's Zerglings and such, so they're not quite as... Anyway, secondary attack coming here from... And I selected the statue in that group somehow. Anyway, secondary attack coming down the pipe here. He needs to get a couple more Banelings in here to soften things up. He's morphing a lot of Banelings. If PainUser delays on this, it could be really bad for him. He is going to delay a little bit by going for these comsetting and killing off these creep tumors. The Banelings are going to morph in just in time. Oh, and most of them get slaughtered en route, though. He's going to be able to surround with the Zerglings. Nice. Uses the Zerglings sort of as a shield. Lets the Banelings land. And, well, again, just, you know, with, wow, with, excuse me, with very few forces on the map, producing a crap ton of Zerglings. It looks like he had produced a crap ton of drones in the interim to try and rebuild his economy there, and now a bunch of Zerglings coming out to try and deal with that threat of those Marauders. It's a very smart that PainUser's actually decided to fall back and kind of regroup before moving out again. Instead of losing those Marauders to the Speedlings, he brings them back, and he's going to regroup them. He should actually put the hurt... Well, doesn't matter too much. Put the hurt ones in the back. But he's going to have a medevac out pretty soon. Like this. He's building a reactor on the factory so he can switch the starport over it and start building medevacs. Or Vikings if need be at some point later on the line. But